heard them sing, he paid the price and Jesus bore it all. I've heard them sing, I'm coming home, and heed the master's call. I've heard them sing the modern songs and songs of long ago. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, so sweet the sound, oh how sweet is the sound. No sweeter song in this life could be found. Heard about the Savior's blood, washed as white as snow. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. It was the song my mother sang in sweet and humble voice. Like music from the world above, it made my soul rejoice. Its soothing words and melodies like the rippling waters flow. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, so sweet the sound, oh how sweet is the sound. Sweeter song in this life could be found. Heard about the Savior's blood, washed as white as snow. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, so sweet the sound, oh how sweet is the sound. Sweeter song in this life could be found. Heard about the Savior's blood, washed as white as snow. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know. But amazing grace, so sweet the sound, is the sweetest song I know.
Come and be a part of your brothers and sisters. Take media use. All right, somebody is calling. Let's take a call. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad, Brother Jeffrey.
Your TV still too high, but anyhow, go ahead.
Yes, Brother Jeffrey. I say that God has been so good to me.
Amen.
Through the program, I watch it all last year.
A compulsion, and excessive compulsion to your internet via some other medium other than your cell phone, you can also be cataloged or categorized as being addicted. All right. So, how do you know if you're addicted? You know you're addicted based on the symptoms or the syndrome when you are withdrawn from it. All right. Restlessness, anger, irritability. Those are things that come with your being addicted. The withdrawal, you forgot your phone at work, or you forgot your phone at home, or you can't find your phone, and you know it's not stolen, but you can't find it. It's on the pillow, it fell in the chair, the couch, or something, and you're restless, you're angry, you're barking at the children, you're shouting at your wife, you are annoyed at your husband. Why, baby? What's happened? Can't find my phone. You might be addicted. All right. Difficulty concentrating, having sleep problems, craving access to your phone or your other device. You just want to get there. They said also that people who are addicted tend to check their phones even when it doesn't ring. There's no ping, there's no ring, none of the apparatus that you have put in place to alert you of an incoming message or call is activated, and yet addicted that you're checking it. Although you don't believe that it's that the alert system is working, that's an addiction. You're addicted. All right? So what are some of the things that you can do to either not be addicted or to reduce your addiction, they say that you should not use your phone in bed. All right? You shouldn't use your phone in bed because, you are, what time you have for yourself? What time you have for your partner? So they're suggesting that you should not use your phone in bed. They suggest that you shouldn't use your phone as an alarm clock. I have some challenges with some of these things that they're suggesting because my phone has my calendar, it has all my alarms, it alerts me and everything like that. I don't even know when last I had an alarm clock. Anyhow, the literature is saying to reduce your addiction or to eliminate your addiction, get a real alarm clock. It says that you should make meal time, and I remember Sister Charmaine calling in last week to talk about that. Make meal time a phone-free zone. So when you're having meals with your family, and maybe even when you're having meals by yourself, they say it should be a phone-free zone. And that, again, you're trying to wean yourself away from the phone addiction. One of the other things you can do, and you can try this to see if you turn off your notifications. I've met the limit of friends that you could have in one sign up for Facebook, and that's 5,000. I have 5,000 friends, and if I don't turn off my notifications, I would be at my phone all the time. So you have to turn off your notifications so some things will come and you wouldn't know that they have come. You'll use time of the day that you can check it, and so on. Another thing that they're suggesting that you do is delete unnecessary apps. And I'm thinking that you have to determine what is unnecessary. A lot of people have a lot of apps, and again, we talked about that earlier, that the cell phone is designed, these technologies are designed to make you addicted. And so they come out with game after game, Candy Crush and Super Mario and all. Well, I don't know much of them, you must forgive me because I don't play much of them. But there are a ton of games, and then they have these violent games, these shooting games, and these and so on. So they're saying delete some of those, so you don't have those kind of distractions. Complicate. This might be a challenge. They said that you should complicate your lock code, so that you have to use two hands to get in. All right. If you do they're suggesting that you shouldn't use the thumb access. Complicate it so that it's hard for you to remember it, or you have to really take time to get into your phone, and they're hoping that by doing that you would not access your phone as often as you attempted to. Focus on the person who you're with. Focus on the person who you're with. A lot of times you're with one person, but you're on the phone with another person. And so you're supposed to be talking to this person here, but you're texting the other person, or you're replying to a message, and this person is talking to you. You've seen that a million times over. You have probably done it. And they're saying that does not allow for, that's not normal behavior. That's not normal behavior, right? Put your phone in airplane mode, and of course, if you do, you don't hear all the dings and dongs, and you don't get all the calls, right? There is, in addition to the nomophobia, which is the cell phone addiction, there's also internet addiction, and there's a term for that. It's called IAD, Internet Addiction Disorder. IAD, Internet Addiction Disorder. And there's also the PI, which is the Problematic Internet Use, or PIU, problematic internet use, or pathological. I went through these things, and I've been looking at it over the last month or so, and it's almost comical. It's almost comical that these people who deal with the mind, these people who deal with psychology or sociology or even psychiatry to some extent, have coined concepts, have coined jargons, have coined synonyms and terminologies in order to categorize people who have become addicted to these technologies. So there is PIU, right? Problematic internet use or pathological internet use. Pathological, and you know, pathology that goes to that inability to control yourself, compulsive use of the internet, which results in significant impairment in the individual's function in various life domains over a prolonged period. And as we go on tonight, we'll talk a little about that. But you're so addicted to the technology that it impairs your other aspects of your life. Your family is falling apart. Your grades are falling apart. And for those of you who are parents, you well know what I'm talking about. Your child is on the phone so much so that the grades are being affected. Some marriages, husband and wives not communicating with each other because when they get home, they are talking to people outside of the house. They are engaged in activities that have nothing to do with the strengthening or the cohesive development of their marriage. And so marriages are falling apart as a result of pathological internet use or problematic internet use, PIU, or normatic. Right? That's your cell phone. Right? So if that is happening to you, you really need to sit back, and you really need to assess or reassess your life to make sure that you're not hampering your progress over something that really doesn't matter. Right? It really doesn't matter, because you break up this marriage over cell phone, over the internet. You're going to remain single? No, you're probably going to go into another marriage. And if you have not adjusted your behavior, you're going to put another relationship into problems also. All right? So we are sharing, and you can call in and talk. The numbers are on the screen, 218-1890 and 218-4949. Okay? You can call in and you can share what your thoughts are on this subject that we're talking about, right? Technology and the family. Research is now comparing cell phone addiction to gambling addiction. They're saying that the compulsion that a gambler has to gamble, even though he or she loses, because most people who gamble lose. How do I know that? I know that from their anecdotal evidence. Most people who gamble lose. And the proof of that is the people who run these gambling facilities expand, they grow. The people who do the horses, they are millionaires. The horse racing place is outfitted with all kind of cameras. And how do people get money to buy that? They get money to buy it because idiots who gamble lose their money and fatten the pockets of the people who run these centers. Right? That's how I know that most people who gamble lose. And they're saying that your compulsion to technology is the same as the gambler, where even though you're going to lose, you still go after it. So you're going to get in an accident, right? You're driving, You idiot, your phone rings and you want to drive and answer, or you want to drive and stay with your elbow and text. You're endangering your own life. You're endangering the life of the people on the road, but you got to send off a text, or you got to answer a call, right? And you don't want to pull over because you're busy. So you're driving and you're answering and you're talking and you understand? And so the compulsion to gamble, even though you're going to lose, the people who work with the mind are saying is the same compulsion for the technology. You're going to lose your marriage, lose your academics, lose in so many ways, but you can't help yourself. Let me take a call. Hi, good evening.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is a spiritual church, right?
Say again? Okay. Thank you.